looks scared.
She looks very confused.
She does. Look at those eyes. I'm gonna get you down.
What's your favourite recipe?
Come on, honey.
You wanna share? Well, I'll get you down.
Hello Booktopians, we're joined today by Luke Hines, author of the Fast Low-Carb Kickstart plan. Welcome to Booktopia, Luke.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. So challenging question, carbs are delicious. This is an objective fact.
Yes.
Why do I want less of them?
Yeah, it's so funny you should say that because people are obsessed, in fact, addicted to carbs. And I'm coming along and saying, hey, let's go low carb, but hear me out here, okay? Did you know, true fact, that food can still be delicious with lower amounts of those things, okay?
I refuse to believe that.
No, they can, because when we take carbs out, you know what we get to add? Good, healthy fats. And fat's also delicious. I mean, fat's good. Like, fat's yum.
I do like that.
So what we lose in carb, we gain in fat. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's a very strong argument. So this is the Fast Low-Carb Kickstart plan. So what does this plan kickstart?
I'm glad you asked. So firstly, I teach you how to fast. And already you guys are fasting and you don't even know it, because every time you go to bed, you start a fast and then you have breakfast, which means break the fast. All I'm going to do is help you increase that fast to help so many elements of your health. So we take the intermittent fasting and we pair that with low carb eating. Now the thing with low carb eating is it's really fantastic when it is combined with intermittent fasting, which is why this book is so important to me, because you can get good results fasting, yeah, but you can also get good results going low carb. What happens? I mean, it's kind of like when the Avengers come together. What happens when they actually come together and join forces? Well, you get incredible results. So this book is about 4 weeks of incredible recipes that help you eat well and fast at the same time.
So the Avengers coming together to beat the Thanos of me eating an entire pizza by myself.
Yeah, totally. Thanos is basically the big high carb pizza, and we've got to annihilate it.
Excellent. So you've talked a little bit about intermittent fasting. This book also talks about keto a bit.
Yeah.
Give a bit of an explainer on what keto is.
All right, so keto is the next level to low carb. So basically, when we're low carb, we're in that kind of 50 to 100 grams of carbs per day zone, give or take, depending on the person, because we're all different. Now, keto is different in that it has to be 50 grams or less, and for some people, depending on their health or their lifestyle, it's around the 20 grams of carbs or less per day. Now, in reality, that's actually quite tough to stick to, because things like broccoli, cauliflower, pumpkin, all these amazing, delicious vegetables, they've got carbs in them, and it can be hard for people to keep them down. So the reason this book is low carb is because it gives people that flexibility to still eat what they love without feeling guilty about potentially going over. But all the recipes are adaptable for those who are strict keto. So if you're someone who thrives on keto and can do it, this book is great for you as well.
Awesome. You've got some weekly meal plans in this book as well.
Yes.
What are your top tips for success in sticking to these plans and not kind of falling off the wagon?
You've got to keep it simple. I mean, seriously, one of the things I've learned, long before I was a healthy cook, I was a personal trainer, and every time I had a client come back to me, they would say, I just need recipes that are quick, easy, and simple. So these meal plans are designed to be just that. I repeat some of the meals that are dinners for lunch the next day, because it means you're already in the kitchen cooking dinner. May as well make double or triple for the next day's meal, and it's going to save you time, and everything's delicious. And I've even paired different proteins and veggies so that when you go to the supermarket, you're not buying 100 ingredients. You're just grabbing a few things and you can make a whole week's worth of food, and I love it.
Now, it's been very nice that you've agreed to do a bit of a challenge. We like to challenge our authors in our videos. And so the challenge that we have for Luke Hines today is that I am going to, at random, pick a recipe from this book and then start reading the ingredients and see if Luke can identify the recipe and how quickly he can do it. So
I'm nervous about this, but here we go. It's all right.
Here we go. All right. Should I read this in like my reading voice? 4 large handfuls of baby spinach leaves. 1 handful of.
I can stop
leaves.
you there. Only because you've given it away by saying 4 large handfuls. There's not another recipe in this book that would have 4 large handfuls of baby spinach than probably my baby spinach salad. Is that right?
Baby spinach salad with mint cashew dressing.
Oh,
Yes,
hello,
correct.
there it
There
is.
you
All
go.
right, that's one for
Okay,
one.
so that
Bing.
was bad on me. Okay. All right, another one.
Yeah, you rookie error.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay, 540 grams kingfish or other firm whitefish.
All right, stop. That is the sashimi.
No.
Oh!
No.
Keep reading. Let's go.
All right, 540 grams of kingfish or other firm whitefish fillet, skin off, bones removed and finely sliced.
All right.
Finely grated zest and juice of 3 limes.
Yep.
2 teaspoons Tabasco sauce.
Yep.
1 teaspoon fine coconut sugar. 2 tablespoons finely chopped chives. And then for the avocado cream, 2 avocados, 2 tablespoons canned coconut cream.
Start at the beginning. No. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah.
2 teaspoons extra virgin olive oil, finely grated zest and juice of 1 lime, sea salt and freshly ground black pepper.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then for the tomato salsa, 4 tomatoes.
This is definitely not ceviche.
Oh, I thought you said sashimi. It is.
said
It is.
sa-
Oh, okay.
God, can I just clarify to the
Okay.
audience? My first answer, no, just for those playing along at
Play
home.
the tape
Just
back.
play the tape back. I'd like you to
Tape back.
rewind to the minute mark.
All right.
Because he read Kingfish. I said ceviche. He said no.
Who heard
he kept
sashimi?
reading.
Who heard sashimi in the room?
Oh!
There's like 4 people here in the room behind us, and they all agreed with me that Luke got that right.
I reckon
So-
we're both right. Because technically ceviche is very similar to sashimi. And, you know.
Fine, I'll give you
Alright.
that. All
So
right.
we're draw. Well, technically I'll give you that.
Okay.
I got one. One more.
Okay. One more.
The
This is the
winner
tiebreaker.
takes all. The absolute tiebreaker. You were going to run out of ingredients. Because I was like, I got nothing else in this book that has got those ingredients. And if it's not what I thought I said, then I don't know what it is. Alright.
See, you need to eat more carbs, and then.
I know. Tell you what.
Okay. Last one.
Okay.
This is for the game. All right. Serves 12.
12.
300 grams, 3 cups of pecans, roughly chopped.
Okay.
160 grams, 1 cup of macadamia nuts, roughly chopped.
Oh.
55 grams or 1 cup of flaked coconut. 60 grams.
You're going down a toasted nut and coconut type avenue here. And I reckon it's served in a glass.
No.
Keep reading.
60 grams or half a cup of pumpkin seeds. 3 tablespoons of cacao nibs.
Yep.
1 egg white, lightly beaten.
Oh, that's thrown a spanner in the works. The egg white.
2 tablespoons of filtered water.
Yep.
3 tablespoons of coconut oil,
Yep.
melted. 60 grams or half a cup of cacao powder.
Yep.
3 tablespoons of collagen powder.
Hello.
Optional.
Yep.
125 grams or half a cup of smooth peanut butter paste.
All right. So here we go. We're talking granola.
Yeah.
Yep. We're talking the granola. We're talking a perfect way to start your day. We're talking healthy fats, toasted nuts, coconut, the whole thing, and I've added collagen in there because it is such a fantastic way to take your granola to the next level.
Yep. Chunky granola clusters. There
You go. Granola clusters, ladies and gentlemen.
And for bonus points, in what aisle of the supermarket do you get collagen powder?
This is a fantastic question. So collagen powder is becoming more and more common these days. It's fantastic for hair, skin, nails, also really good for your gut health. And you can get it in your health food aisle. So supermarkets are funny these days. They're either in your health food aisle or your supplement aisle, which is up near your toiletries and whatnot. So look in both of those aisles. Otherwise, online or in a good health food store, you'll get your collagen powder.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today, Luke.
Thank you.
And give us a bit of an elevator pitch for the
All right.
fast, low-carb Kickstart plan.
So if I got in an elevator and I had 30 seconds with someone and I
Yep.
need to say why this book is amazing and you've got to order it from Booktopia right now while they've got a limited number of signed copies. If you've made it in time, that is. So here we go. The Fast Low Carb Kickstart Plan is definitely your go-to guide to learning how to intermittent fast and implement intermittent fasting with a 4-week low carb eating plan. Absolutely everything in this book is gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free, and so easy and incredibly delicious. This will transform your health, you'll increase your energy, reduce body fat, improve your mood, and feel great.
Well, I'm convinced.
Even I'm convinced.
So you can order your copy of the Fast Low Carb Kickstart plan and all of Luke Hines' other books right now on booktopia.com.au. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Great.
Beautiful. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
I realise the problem with my recipes is they all use macadamia. They all use collagen. They all use coconut. And I'm like...
We hold like the mic out to them into these cups and you can hear in the mic.
Liv, can you position me in the chair with that level of tenderness, please?
You okay? You're not too scared?
You never asked me that.